Dead of Winter is effectively a 2 to 5 player semi-cooperative zombie apocalypse psychological drama horror thriller. Zombies were a fad a decade ago, but Plaid Games have thankfully made these zombies more of a sideshow than a main event. Along with your friends, you control a dirty ragtag group of shifty looking people and a cute doggy tasked with surviving in nippy winter. It's effectively a story building game. The cast of characters is pretty damn big and the variety of grimaces blew my mind. The goal of the colony is detailed by objective cards. They're fairly basic, often revolving around fetching items or killing zombies. There is also the option for a hardcore mode, but as you'd expect, it's pretty difficult. These objective cards aren't the good bit though, no. Players draw a secret objective at the start of the game that informs them that they could have an intense craving for drugs that they forgot all about, or that they have very hungry tummies all the time. These objectives are the real win condition, not the main objective. Every round players are faced with a crisis. The crisis deck is like a round by round child support. You really definitely should contribute to the welfare of those that need your support the most, but sometimes you're awful and have your own agenda. As a group, players put in cards that correspond to the demands of the crisis, such as food or fuel. Cards that do not correspond with the demands of the crisis contribute negatively, and will more than likely ensure the crisis focuses its wrath on the colony. Because players are unable to see what the rest of the group placed in the pile, and because the cards are shuffled before being counted, no one knows who skimped out on paying their child support. There is a trail though. Because each card mentions its location, players can use some basic deduction to find out who the bad dad is. Now this little piece of plastic cruelty is the exposure die. The die is rolled when moving or attacking and can either result in nothing, a wound, a frostbite which translates to additional wounds each turn, or a 1 in 10 chance of instant death. Player actions in Dead of Winter revolve around rolls of the dice at the start of the round. These die rolls are either used in correlation to character stats, or they are used to either clean the waste or put up barricades. If a die roll is made that correlates to a character's search statistic, he may then search. If they don't find a desired item the first time, they can make noise, which attracts zombies but lets them search further. If a player rolls a die that enables him to kill a zombie, the zombie is killed instantly. However, the player must roll the exposure die directly afterwards. If the player rolls a bite and is heading to a location with other players' characters, then he has the choice of either rolling the exposure die again and saving his character, or potentially spreading the bite to other characters. In this instance, for every character that dies, morale is lowered. When morale reaches 0, the game is over. This is often a win condition for the betrayer, so it might become evident who the betrayer is. If the players decide to vote and exile a player, betrayer or not, this player receives an exile card. Once exiled, a player is refused entry back into the colony and must wander the town. The exile card offers players a new objective to complete that is different from their old objective. This is where we come to one of the defining elements of Dead of Winter, the crossroads cards. When a specific character is in play or a certain move is made, the player to the right of the active player reads the card they picked up at the start of the turn. The cards offer little chunks of story through unique scenarios that add a lot of flavour to the game and elevate it to a more memorable affair. Once main objectives have been completed, the game is finished, and then players check whether they've completed their secret objectives. Anyone who has completed their secret objective is counted as a winner, otherwise it is considered a loss.